Hello again, everyone. Zack Attack is here with the Atakline for this Monday, December the 16th, 2013. Alright, hope everyone had a great weekend this weekend. Of course, I had a gig on Friday. Of course, I explained it to my very rare Saturday Atakline. I usually would do a gig tonight. Everybody night I've been DJing for the last couple weeks at Jefferson Street Pub, but tonight the owner, decided to lay me off tonight because tonight's the Lions game. So he doesn't want me to compete against the Lions game. So no gig tonight at Jefferson Street Pub. I do have a gig tomorrow night at a staff party for this future education place that's going to be held in Livonia. So can't wait for that. Now, on with the entertainment news for this day. Starting with your new #1 movie. As I fully predicted, many people would expect it too, that the Lord of the Rings trilogy's legacy continues to upheld as the second movie in the pre-sequel series, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, debuts at #1 with 76 million. A little bit lower than the first movie did. The first Hobbit movie that came out last year. Because of the critical downing of it, the second movie made a little bit less, even with Return of Orlando Bloom. We'll see how the third movie does with the success of the second movie. So, congrats to The Hobbit. But a lot of competition this upcoming week with Anchorman 2 coming out Wednesday, American Hustle coming out Friday, and of course next Wednesday, to be more specific, we got the release of the Wolf of the Wall Street movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. So we very stiff competition the next 2 weeks really within the Christmas holiday season. So there you go. Now, speaking of #1s, when it comes to number movies, we got that, but we got #1 single. We got a new #1 single, of course, as declared last week, Eminem's Monster. Ended the 9-week reign of Royals. Actually, Miley Cyrus ended 2 weeks ago. Just when Lorde got the Grammy nominations. But besides those making her feel better after losing the #1 spot, she is getting herself another Get Better gift as Lorde announces a new U.S. headlining tour to take place right after the Grammys, kicking off in March. I call it the One Hit Wonder Tour because there's only one hit, unless you bought an album. And of course, her second single, Team, is out, but we'll see how that does. The tour will kick off in March, including a trip to Detroit at the Fillmore. At least she's not like Macklemore with only a few hits headlining the Palace. She knows her audience. She cannot fill a big place yet. She needs more hits. So, there you go. Lorde announcing her U.S. tour, kickoff in March, go all across the country, Boston, New York, all the big markets, including Detroit. And, I think it's March 16th at the Fillmore, formerly known as the State Theater. Speaking of Billboard #1s, we may have a new #1 album this Wednesday. It's going to be probably Beyonce. Now, if you missed my Atakline Saturday, Beyonce released a new album, surprisingly without much advance notice, this past Friday morning on iTunes. Now, within 3 days of the album's release, the album has already sold in U.S. 600,000 copies, a U.S. iTunes record for the most sold in 3 days. It sold a combined 800,000 worldwide in 3 days, beating the record that was held by Taylor Swift's When album. When Beyonce's album sold on iTunes, a lot of stores are starting to sell it because iTunes had an exclusive on the album for a few days, and the regular retail stores are going to get it tomorrow and probably by the end of the week. But one store that's not going to sell it is Target. Target just announced they're not selling Beyonce in kind of protest for the way Beyonce released the album, releasing it on iTunes first, then releasing it to the regular stores. Some people have done that route. Jay-Z did it. Her husband with the Magna Carta Holy Grail album coming out exclusively to Samsung people in iTunes first before the album came out to physical stores. In some stores, of course, to keep their stores alive, the fact that iTunes been killing them and the digital shit, the fact that people are doing digital exclusives first are hurting the retail stores in Target, who's had a relationship with Beyonce in the past, are kind of hurt by the fact that Beyonce's not going to release her album at the exact same time as the digital. So Target is protesting that by not stocking Beyonce's album at this time. Walmart is selling Beyonce's album. Of course, the edited version. Yes, Beyonce's album is explicit. First album in Beyonce's history to to include a parental advisory logo. So, you won't see it at Target, but you see it at Walmart. Beyonce's album. Expected to be number 1 when the charts come out this Wednesday to kick off Garth Brooks off that number 1 position. Speaking of, little segue there. Garth Brooks. His album was, of course, number 1, Blaming All My Roots. A box set dedicated to the music that he grew up on. Of course, he's a big fan of the rock band Kiss. He covered one of the songs in the Kiss My Ass album, tribute album about 20 years ago. And of course, one of Kiss's former members suffered a big loss when it comes to losing their house on fire. Of course, I'm referring to former Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley. That Saturday morning, his house in Yorktown Heights, New York, has gone up in flames. The house was heavily damaged in this house fire, with flames burning through the roof. The newspaper that reported the fire, the Journal News, says a musician had been fighting foreclosure on the property. The Red Cross helped the resident with emergency lodging. A neighbor says a caretaker had been living in the house. It was not clear where the 62-year-old was during the fire. I heard he wasn't home. Ace wasn't. So, sad to see what happened to Ace's house, that it got on fire. There is no word on what caused the fire this time, but whether or not it was like a stove going off, or maybe there's nothing going on when it comes to the brain. Maybe no one's saying if it was like a arson or anything. No news on, like I said, the reasoning behind this fire. But the house of Ace Frehley had gone up in flames over the weekend. So sad to hear that news for Ace Frehley. So best wishes to you, buddy, and try to get back on your feet with your house exploding. And there's no official statement from Ace as well concerning this fire as well. But best wishes to you, Ace. Anyway, glad at least there was no major injury involved. Like, nobody got injured, no one went to the hospital. And at least Ace, the main thing is Ace wasn't home during this situation. So, like I said, no one was in the house at the time, but he was facing foreclosure, like I said. So it could have been, he might have burned it down himself to not do foreclosure. So who knows? Maybe he did it by purpose to not pay foreclosure on it. Like I said, house is foreclosure. But there you go. Ace's house on fire. So there you go. Trying to find a Kiss pun, but I can't think of one. You know, burn, bitch, burn is all I gotta say. Yeah, it's not funny, but I know it was a song after Kiss. I was trying to go for a pun, but I was trying to be funny, but I can't be funny. So there you go. That is it for the attack line for today. I'll see you all later. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much for watching. See you all later. Yes, 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 yeah.